We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat, because we touching on facts, and plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far the stars, we see y'all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The Cat Lieutenant, they ended the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and train the planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQ eating, we maneuvering swift. Say Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk, and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit, and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. Yo, salute everybody. Salute, salute, salute. It's Knicks Real Talk. We are vibe. We get it popping every day and every night. It's the recap. We in the building. Divine Shot Powers. Going to talk about the game last night. Ladies and gentlemen, New York Knicks up in MSG took an L to the Clippers. We're going to get into all that and anything else involved with Nick Lamb. But right now, man, salute to the chat and everybody in the building, man. Brian Acosta was good. Thank you for the super chat. Doug Fresh, Rasul, Just Knicks, Crim's dad. Salute to everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming in Real Talk. Be my partner in crime and the building, the one who gets it done for us, man. Shot Powers was good, my man.
Salute to you, Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Doctor said I'm better than I was yesterday, so I feel better. I'm more. I'm better today, so I just want to put that out there. Salute to you, Divine. Once again, salute to the family in the chat. Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed. Shot Powers got more energy today. He's feeling good. That's a good thing, man. Always want to stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. So I'm glad he's feeling better today to my brother, so we can get in here and get it popping and everything. But ladies and gentlemen, our guys took an L last night in MSG. Clippers, like I said, coming off a back-to-back. The legs couldn't handle. The legs couldn't hold up in that second half. And them guys got it going, man. So we took an L 126-113. Just tough all around. Shot Powell got the foot on it. Let me remove it. Shot had the foot up on this joint. Hey, I had to hide your feet for you, my man. You had to,
my bad. My bad.
Nah, man, you good. But yeah, man, we took an L last night, ladies and gentlemen. Tough game, good first half. Energy ran down the second. I seen it coming, man. I was like, yeah. What happened to Dallas the other night happened to us. Coming off that back-to-back, Dallas couldn't hold up to the Knicks in the second half. Same thing with us. We coming off a back-to-back. Knicks couldn't hold up to the Clippers in the second half. James Harden had it going. Then Kawhi had it going. Zubac was doing what he was doing down there. Some guys had it going, man. And I thought we played a good game in the first half. Really played an awesome game in the first half. But that second half, our defense couldn't keep up no more, man. And they was knocking down shots. And obviously, you could tell we never, when you give up 120 points, that means the defense wasn't good shot power. So we gave up 126 points. Usually when the Knicks do that, means their defense is not where they wanted to be that night. And I really do contribute that to the back-to-back. This is when I do contribute to that, because I kind of seen it coming, knowing that their leg was going to be different against a better team like this. Also, this is not the Dallas Mavericks, it's the Clippers. Two Hall of Famers on that team, arguably, and them two Hall of Famers had it going last night. Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. You know what I mean? And our guys played well offensively. They was there. They were doing a thing. I think that game turned in the second half. Shot power when Campaign got hurt in the first half. I think Campaign hurt.
It boiled down to like the end of the third quarter, maybe about 4 minutes, 3-4 minutes left in the game. That's when it changed. I think right around that time, Tom Thibodeau had took out Cat and OG, or was it Cat and McHale? He took out two of the guys that were scoring in the starting lineup. and it slipped a little bit, and we couldn't catch back up. That's what it was. Not to point the finger at Tibbs. He had to do what he had to do. Payne got hurt. You seen DeLon Wright come out there. You know what I mean? And we hurt at that position now. You know what I mean? Now we really hurt at that position. Our one is out from that position. A backup is out to that position, and the backup to the backup is out in that position. So, see what happens. You know what I mean? Kolick, you know what I mean? Didn't really. I mean, I don't want to knock him. You know what I mean? But he looked like a rookie. He looked like a young boy out there. He looked like a young boy out there that night. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? And that's how some of the games would have been coming down the stretch. He had 2 pretty decent games, but last night, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. And I think we're still in 3. I think Indiana lost, so I think right.
Yeah, absolutely. LeBron James with a tipping at the buzzer.
Right, they lost last night, so because I was bugging out. I watched two games. I think I was watching Milwaukee too. You know what I mean? I mean the Bucks. You know what I mean? Watching the Bucks and watching that game. I can't remember, one of them won and one of them lost. So, but whatever it is, it's not so detrimental. Could have been a game that we could have won, but once again, throw that out there. We wasn't all healthy, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Like I said, for me, ladies and gentlemen, it's not too much always about the offense in New York to me. I just think that, listen, 20 points they give up in the first quarter, dynamic. 34 in the second, 40 in the third, and 32 in the fourth. It's all about defense, ladies and gentlemen. Anytime you give up what you average scoring, it's going to be a long night for you. New York Knicks give up 110, they give up 112, something like that now. 111. After their third best percentage in the NBA. And I looked at they only given up 111 points a game since Mitchell Robinson be back, and he had a terrible game last night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
You know what? But yeah, your defense can't give up 40 points in a quarter, 34, and me and you always harping on 25 a quarter.
Facts.
So it was that. All that was tired legs coming out of a back-to-back. You ever look at, matter of fact, that's a way you could judge a lot of games. Look at all of the teams who lose on back-to-back. Look how many points they give up. They don't got the legs. They like I said, the Dallas Mavericks, what they played the other night, and then they come to New York. They give up 128 points. What did the Knicks give up last night? 126 points. When we lost to the Spurs, our defense gave it 120 points. So I think Michigan had a game we need to have last night. I think to me, campaign going down was big, huge, ladies and gentlemen.
Very huge.
Huge, because the reason why Kolick is not a defender like campaign. Like you putting Kolick on to James Harden sometimes or whoever. It's tough for a young man like that to come in. Not the reason why we lost is him. We lost because our whole defense just wasn't there. And Cat can't hold that middle down in the middle. I mean, it's tough, man. And I love my man, Shot Power. Sometimes Cat, when I see him score down the middle, like, come on, Cat. Last night was one of them. I'm like, damn, Cat. Because I'm into the game, and I'm like, he can't get that. You should have smashed that and threw that shit out of here. You know what I mean? And that's tough for the Knicks, man. When they get past our wing players, then you don't got nobody back there to defend it, and some Cat be giving up layups. But no, we expect that though. But it just was disappointing last night because I thought that Cat just got to throw his hands up and jump, and then I think he put his hand on people out on the perimeter. Cat, take your hand off that dude. He by the 3-point line. Don't just take your hand off. Don't even fuck.
What you reaching around for? Swiping at the ball for? What you doing that for? What you reaching around swiping at the ball? Leave that alone.
Yep.
I say that.
Yep. So that's like I said, our defense didn't come to play last night, ladies and gentlemen. After that first quarter, that first quarter, you could tell it how it was an energy thing. Because look how good they played them dudes in the first quarter. They wasn't missing shots. Our defense was scrambling. They was all over the place. And then next thing you know, in the second, third, and fourth quarter, you ain't see none of that shit. It's like it was disappearing. I like they tired. They caught up to them. So it's all good though, man. Good thing, like Shot Power said, like it's not detrimental because Bucks lost, Indiana lost, we lost, so we still where we need to be, man. But me, I wanted to win because I thought, but I also knew that you can't not underestimate not having Deuce Bride and obviously Brunson. But no excuse though. We lost the game. We lost the game. They beat us fair and square. We get into the stats and minute shot power. We didn't do too bad from a lot of the areas neither. It's just that them dudes, first of all, they got a good ass defense. That's why they top ranked defense. Then one of the top ranked defense.
Number 2.
Yeah, number 2. And that's what you seen last night. But I thought our guy was giving it to him though. I was like, they was giving it to him, but I think we just couldn't hold up on the defense side of the ball. So overall, man, I think it's just another loss. The fourth quarter, Knicks trying to make a comeback. They got outscored by only about 3 points in the fourth quarter, 32-29. But the quarters that we got away from us, because we outscored them 33-20 in the first quarter. Think about it. We had them up 13. Then they scored 34 to our 22 in the second quarter. So they cut that down to 1. Then in the third quarter, they outscored us 40-29. And that's 11-point swing right there. And then obviously we got the 3 back. So like I said, the leg, Kawhi and them, they took advantage of that, man. The energy wasn't like the same in that first quarter. Not that, like I said, they just ran out of gas and shit. But you know what? It's one under the belt. So, we are at 40, 45, excuse me. We are where we are right now. And we just got to find a way to win the game. We got Milwaukee coming up. And I think we bounce back, man. I'm not too much concerned about from that standpoint. I know they bounce back and get a victory here or there, but 45 and 45 and 27 is tough right now. But we'll be okay though. Sharp Power. Let's go over some stats right quick, man, and let the fan look at it. Yep. Yo, salute to everybody in the building too, man. Let me shout out some people. Doug Fresh Nostalgic, Buzzer Beater. Salute to you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to Stan. What's the deal? Stan is still. What's the deal, my man? To the Stan. Real talk. Rasul, everybody, man. Real talk, man. We in here, man. It's the recap. Divine Shot Powers. Knicks took an L last night, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna talk about all that, break down this these stats and everything like that real quick, and then we get back at it, man. But I'm looking for our boy to respond tonight. Tomorrow. I hope they will. I think they will. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, if you look at what I'm looking at on the board up there, let's go here first. Let's take it to the statistic, 126-113, ladies and gentlemen. We lost that game right there. If you look at the statistics overall, let's look at the numbers. 20 and 24 from the charity strike for them guys. We missed 6 free throws, 73%. Even if you add the 6, it's only 119, so it really didn't make too much of a difference. But 2-point area, they shot 50%. We shot 58% from the 2-point area. But here's where we got killed right here. Our Achilles heel all year. 3-point deep, they shot 53% from downtown. They hit over 50% of their shots from down there. That was pretty much the defense and legs right there. That's what I was saying. Because we shot 38, which is decent, but they shot 53. You can't touch that, man, when they got it going like that. They were 51% from the floor. We shot 50% from the floor. Got crushed on the boards by 7. Numbers, the offense, Zubac with them offensive rebounds really beat us in that field right there, 13-7 offensive rebound. Knowing Mitch didn't have a good game from that area neither. The assists was 35 assists, 27. Turnovers 9. They had 4 steals together. We had 1 block. They had 8 blocks. 14 fouls. They had 21 fouls. Max points in a row. We had 9. They had 10. Ladies and gentlemen, 28.34. We spent in the league. They had 15.57. Like I said, after that first quarter, it was kind of different to me. And then the biggest lead, ladies and gentlemen, was 14 versus 19 for them. So, they went in there and did what they had to do, man. And I'm not mad at them for that. But I thought we could have been better in certain fields. Ladies and gentlemen, for the New York Knicks, Carl Leffy Town, 39 minutes, 34, 14, 4 and 2. Like I said, we just need him to be in that paint, trying to disrupt a little bit every now and then. And it'll be another solid game. Right now, he's the best Knick playing since the All-Star break, no question about it. 28.5 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal, and had his hands full with Kawhi Leonard. So Kawhi had 27, he had 28, so that kind of washed that away. But Bridges, good assist numbers, man. I'm happy to see that. 17 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, campaign, 15 points. He was doing the damn thing, didn't he? I think that set us back a little bit. 2 rebounds. Josh Hart, 7, 5, and 6. Not Josh Hart numbers there. Sham is 6, 2, and 2. Precious Achiuwa is 6 and 3. Mitchell Robinson, that wasn't good for me last night. 13 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, no points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 block. I was hoping he had a double-double last night, but his first time back, coming off a back-to-back, I get it. But that was it for them guys. Like I said, they top two dogs, them Hall of Famers right there, pretty much had to go off for them. James Harden 29, Kawhi 27. Kawhi did 27, 10-7. Him and Anunoby was going. That's one of the best.
They were.
They was getting down. Like I was like, yo, and I'm glad Anunoby stepped up to the challenge too. Anunoby was doing it then. That boy getting crazy with that basketball right now. He shooting that shit from downtown, top of the arc, all over the top of the key. He knocking them shit down. Salute to Anunoby, man. But Powell had it going. Zubac had it going. Derrick Jones, they bench killed. I think that's what it beat us was. Derrick Jones 12 alone. Then you had Chris Dunn 9. Platoon had some good defense play there. Really good defensive team. Platoon had a couple of blocks here and there. So they just beat us in certain categories, ladies and gentlemen. We just got to be better at that. Hopefully coming off the next game against Milwaukee. But like for the most part, I think our guys played pretty well. I just think that the defense, the legs caught up to him, shot power for me.
Yeah, bottom line, like I said, it's really started taking effect for me, like towards the end of the third quarter, 4 minutes left in the quarter. They just, it kind of collapsed a little bit. But what you got to expect, what you really expect, no Payne, no Deuce, no Brunson, and you coming off a back-to-back, no excuses. They were playing good basketball. They lost yesterday. Not making no excuses, but Payne was having a good game, man. He was having a good game, man. He was going to probably have one of his best games of the season without that's all. Stepping on that guy's foot. He could have easily been about 20-something points. So I'm not making no excuses. They lost. Kawhi went full. Harden went full. And their ancillary players, their bench really stepped up. And ours didn't really. So they put some punches up there, 6, 6, and 6. Those are some numbers. But you talking about these guys is 12 and 9 and 8. They scoring almost 30 points from their bench. That's been ailing us this whole season too. And I'm not taking that away because we ain't got no bench now. Our two bench guys that's coming off the bench is hurt now too. They're starting for Brunson.
That is.
So that's all that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real talk. It is, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you can't be bad at the Knicks losing against Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And Norman Powell and James Harden, Jalen Brunson. Let's take this for really what it is. The Knicks are who they are without Jalen Brunson. I'm always rooting for the Knicks to win. That was the guy. Plus, how hot that team was. These guys is like 10-1 in the last 11 games or something like that. So you talk about a very hot, good team. A very good coach, a dynamic team. Zubac having an outstanding year. And you got them Hall of Famers there. They don't got two stars. They got two superstars. You understand?
Yeah, they superstars. No question. Superstars.
Superstars, ladies and gentlemen. And they did what superstar guys do. That's why their team is that good. And that's why they're going to be one of the dangerous teams in it. Because
in the West, yeah.
They got
coming down the stretch, they're going to be dangerous.
Knicks ain't losing those scrubs, ladies and gentlemen. They lost to two of the best players out there.
Is it Harden like the number one scorer in the NBA or some crap like that? Something like that. He's something crazy. He got some crazy stats.
Yeah, they're good, man. And we still had a chance to win the game, but I really believe it's the second of a back-to-back this time in the year. Early in the year, I never made that excuse for a back-to-back in the first 2 or 3 months. But when you get to the last 72 games, that shit gonna catch up to you, ladies. That's catch up to everybody. Caught up to Dallas against us. It was funny. Like I said, look, Clippers beat us 126-113, coming off a back-to-back. We beat the Dallas Mavericks. Check it out, 128-113, coming off a back-to-back. Do you see the trend? We gave up 126 off a back-to-back. Dallas gave up 128 off a back-to-back. Your legs is going. That just you can't get around that. You know what I mean? But I thought we played well enough. But I think our legs the last 2 quarters, 40 points we gave up. When the Knicks don't give up 126, usually the Knicks they average for the season is 112, ladies and gentlemen. So if you average, you're giving up 112 for the whole season, but you give up 126 on a night like that. Obviously, that tells you that your defense wasn't there. And and your legs wasn't there. You know what I mean? And like I said, it's not one man in particular. I just thought that collectively, like I said, our point of attack is tough right now. Even with Brunson there, Shaw Powers, our defense point of attack is tough with Jalen Brunson there. So imagine Tyler Coley, or imagine Campaign. Campaign is a better defender than Brunson and Coley to me. His on-ball pressure. So imagine when now then you get past him, like I always say, and once you get past Anunoby, Hart, and my man, we don't have that dude in the back line because you already got past Brunson. And when you get past them, the dude in the back is not a defender. So, and I think that's what happened last night with the energy and the tiredness. They made up with it with their offense, but the defense it's a lot of points, man. Me and you always, like I said, 25 a quarter, 25, 26 a quarter. Them motherfuckers giving up 30 a quarter last night. 30, 60, 90, 120. They were averaging 30 a quarter last night. So, but you know what? We lived to fight another day, ladies and gentlemen. Just a loss. I'm glad Indiana lost. And I'm glad, look like we're going to be right now, Shop House, look like we might be playing Milwaukee.
Yeah. And if another tidbit that I heard, which makes sense to me, it would have to be a total collapse of the team in order to drop down to fourth place, especially if Indiana is in fourth place. We got 3 games ahead of them, plus we have the tiebreaker against them.
Yep.
So that's another little tidbit right there. So
5-5, somebody. If we go 5, for order for them to do that, in order for them to catch up, we would have to go like 5-5. If we go 5, they would have to go like 9-2 or what now?
Yeah, they would have to go heavy, 8-3, 9-2. They would have to win it all out. You know what I mean? So I think we're pretty situated right here where we are right now. Now it's about the wins. I mean, to see if we can put the team back together. I mean, I say it again, man. I don't want to say run into the hole, try to make it like it's some excuse, but Payne going down yesterday was a big loss for us.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
You know what I mean? That was a big loss for us yesterday. The way he was playing yesterday, that additional maybe, he had 14, 15 points, additional maybe 8 more points. 12 more points, 8 to 12 more points. That make him 22. That make it closer to, us not getting blown out, and his defense changed everything. So, it is something that, we just on to the next. Next man up, the next man stepped up, but he didn't fulfill the fire. So, on to the next.
Yeah. I know the chat pretty much. I don't know, hey, Brother Beta, I don't think you and Bird and Magnum played the schedules like they play now in the back-to-backs. Back in them days, my man, it's a different era in basketball than here. These guys, Brother Beta is on a different regimen when it comes to scheduling because of the money that's involved in the sport even more now. These guys these schedules is crazy, bro. It really is. They didn't play the many back-to-backs when you and them play. You never seen these many back-to-backs when you and them Bird and all them played. Never. The game is different. The money is different. The travel is different. It's a different time in basketball now, and now it was nothing like that, my man. I think, listen, we gotta be realistic when it comes to the human body. The human body is just it's the body, it's physical. And like I said, it doesn't matter who you are. You go out there and run a 5K today, you're not going to run a 5K tomorrow at the same speed or better. Or if you go out there and bust your butt all day on your job day real hard, what's going to happen when you go out there tomorrow and bust your butt on your job real hard? You're going to be more tired than you were the day before you bust your butt. See, that's just the human body. These cats get tired. It's not excuse. It's facts. It's not excuse. NBA ball players on a back-to-back, your leg's going to go, man. You can't use your muscles. Your muscles got limitations. Your muscles gonna get hurt sooner or later. They're gonna get tired. Do 20 push-ups now. Do 20 the next time. I don't think your body gonna react the same way unless you train that way. And some of these guys not trained that way. That's why I say, man, it's not really no excuse. Like Shaw Power said, the Dallas Mavericks, the night before we played them, they had a back-to-back against the Brooklyn Nets, right? Them legs got tired against us, and look what happened to them. They gave up 128 last night. We played a back-to-back, and what happened the night before? We had fresh legs coming off a day's rest, right? And they was fresh, so they played fresh. last night, your legs is not going to be like they were last night when we played. We played before them. Excuse me, Shop How we played the Clippers or the Mavericks. So that means your muscles ain't going to take. Sometimes your muscles can't endure that much pain and much stress over a couple of. So I don't know. I just think that is not an excuse. I'm not trying to make an excuse. They lost. But in real reality, though, it's a different time and energy now. And coming from somebody who my age, who've been through that, that grind, it's different, man. My body ain't don't react like I used to when it was 20, 30, 40. It does what it do, but it don't react the same. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just think that we got to take that in mind that these guys, man, that's 82 games with nonstop this and that and practices. I just think it's the reality, man. Not like, and maybe in December, November, January, I would never say the reason why Knicks lost was because of back-to-back, because you just started the season. Your legs ain't the way they are now, so I don't really have a problem with it, believe it or not. I don't expect the Knicks to make an excuse for any game, but I do understand 72 games into the season, and you've been playing this long season. Your leg's gonna go on you eventually, man. Your body gonna go on you eventually. You can't stand up forever. So, but I think they're doing a good job of it. I'm not making an excuse for them, but I just think a back-to-back is tough right now this time of the season. You don't put a lot of wear and tear in your body.
The biggest thing about back-to-backs is having a bench. That is the biggest thing about having a back-to-back. And times before, you talk about those guys, they had benches. I mean, they had deep benches. Right now, we don't have a deep bench. So back-to-backs affect us even more so because now the starters have to play more minutes. That's one of the things that we all talked about this year, about the starters playing a lot of minutes. That's the reason why we don't have a bench. You know what I mean? Our bench is not guaranteed to get us out there 25 points a night. They're not guaranteed to do that. You know what I mean? And now, even so, for this game, anyway, for me, Payne went down.
Yeah.
Payne went down, man. He went down for the count. You know what I mean? And he didn't come back out. I mean, he came back. I think he tried to play on the thing. I mean, to practice before the half, and he went back to the locker room. That's a wrap.
Yep. And
that's a wrap. You know what I mean?
Yep. The guy who didn't do nothing.
Right. That he would have kept us in the game. I believe he would have kept us in the game a little bit more. Then, especially going down that stretch. You know what I mean? When we had to depend on Tyler, and then we had to put DeLon in there, he would have carried us just a little bit more, in my opinion. I mean, especially the way he was playing yesterday. You know what I mean? So, but down the stretch, even with Patrick Ewing and Larry Bird, they had a bench. Right now, we don't have a bench. You know what I mean? We have a bench, but a bench that comes to the game. And they did what they needed to do. The best that they could did. You know what I mean? Last night, 6 points from Precious, 6 points from Shamus, 6 points from somebody else. Tyler Coley, didn't he have like 6 points or something like that too? I can't remember. But a couple of points from off the bench. You know what I mean? They tried to do their best that they could. And that right now, one of the major reasons why the Knicks play major minutes, the starting unit, is because of our bench. And that was one thing that I spoke about early in the season, December. You know what I mean? That we needed a small forward in that second unit. And the bench needed to step up. And que sera, sera.
Yeah, and listen, man, these guys put their time in. I mean, listen, this to me, the Knicks scored 113 points, ladies and gentlemen. That's not in the NBA. They scored 113 points, 4 more. They only scored 4 less than they average, but they gave up 14 more than their defense normally do.
Facts.
Understand what I'm saying? Their offense scored, they averaged 117 a game this year, the offense. They scored 113, 4 points less than they average. Your defense, you average your defense, it was 112. You gave up 126. That's a 14-point swing. And what did the Knicks lose by? That 10, 11 point. That 4 and that 14, that's 10. They lost by what, 11 or something like that? 13 points. You only, like I said, listen, Tyler Coley is not about blaming Tyler Coley. Listen, he ain't the only one that had no points last night. He had 0 points, but Tyler Coley giving you 7 assists, ladies and gentlemen. He still had a all right game. He didn't have a bad game.
Well, he didn't have no points. Who was the other person?
No points. Yeah, so I think it's hard. Listen, man, it's hard to do the NBA and do what these dudes doing on the regular. When you like Tyler Coley is fine. You know what? He right now He not playing guys in college, ladies and gentlemen. He not playing them young boys in college. He playing grown men who got 7-footers and bodies, and you can't expect the man to go out there and drop 30. Y'all have lost your mind. You think that's gonna happen? Not somebody like that. I think eventually he will, but it's not about. It's nothing but New York Knicks defense last night. They gave up 126 points, and we normally give up 112. Them facts. They gave up 126 to Kawhi Leonard and James Harden and them dudes. Well, I mean, and listen, Mitchell Robinson, terrible game last night. No points, 1 rebound, 2 rebounds, no points. Like I said, Preston Chua, 6 rebounds. 6 points, 3 rebounds. Landon Chapman, 6 points, 2. I mean, they still scored 12. But when Campaign went down, that changed the game because his aggressiveness, his ability to score the ball, his ability to distribute, all that, So you might have got Tyler Kolek's assist for him for in that area, but the point just wasn't there. The man shot us off right now.
It changed the way the game was played. You didn't have him out there. But Tyler Kolek, could have filled in a little better. Yeah, it could a whole lot of things that,
Yeah, I'm not mad at the loss, ladies and gentlemen, compared to who they played.
Facts.
They played a team that's in their last 11 games is something like 10-1. I mean, they played it. To be honest with you, if that wasn't enough for back-to-back, somebody say, okay, you know what, it'd be different. But if this was like a day's rest or something like that, I might say, okay, you know what, y'all catching the loss to them dudes. I really feel that. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, look who they played. They had a better team than us last night. They, in a sense, because of the way they played. Them cats had a day off. We didn't. They got, like I said, they got Hall of Fame, but they got guys who ain't scared to shoot it at any time. And like I said, who could stop James Harden? Once Campaign went down, there was a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Because here's why. When Campaign, he was guarding Harden pretty good for a minute. But when that dude went down, who could guard James Harden? Preferably one of the best scorers to ever lace it up in the NBA. He's in that echelon. Some of the greatest scorers ever did it. And you got to live with that, man. But am I disappointed? No, Shop. How I just wanted to win, but I'm not disappointed they lost to the Clippers.
Right.
I'm not disappointed they lost to the Clippers. The Clippers are playing good basketball. Think about who they put out there last night, ladies and gentlemen, real quick. And I think that's important because you compare who they put out there to compare to us, James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell. They got 3 dudes, ladies and gentlemen, who all average 20 points a game this year, right? Norman Powell averaging 22, Kawhi 20, 23, 21, and Harden the same thing. But then you look at their bench and look at the dude, Zubac having a great year. He scored 18 points. So, I mean, our defense couldn't stop all that last night. They just couldn't, you know what I mean? And then my man Derrick Jones gave 12. And so on and so on. And Batum has some good men. They got a good team, ladies and gentlemen. They even Ben Simmons had he might didn't score, but Ben Simmons had 8 rebounds, and he's a defender. He's a good defender. They got an excellent defensive team. They're gonna be hard to beat in the West. They're gonna be in every game in the playoffs. They cats got a good defensive team there. And I think that we just gotta be better at the next time. And I hope we come up with a day's rest. No excuses. Like I said, 126, 113. Obviously you left some. You left 6 free throws off the board, 6 points, So, I mean, even if you add the 6 free throws, you add this and that, it still didn't cover little. I just think our defense didn't play good last night. When it to that second, third, and fourth quarter, you give up 20 points, shut them down in the first quarter. You're playing phenomenal. Ball moving, Knicks running up and down on a break. They hockey assisting, they doing everything. But when that motherfucking second and third quarter, Knicks leg said, bro.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know how it go, man. It's all good, man. But listen, man, that ain't nothing, ladies and gentlemen. We still third in the East. I'm not even bad. I'm not mad at this thing. Like I said, we lost just like the other teams lost who chased us. Like the Pacers lost. On any given night, you could lose a basketball game, ladies and gentlemen. The Milwaukee Bucks lost. You know what I mean? So, we'll see how it goes, man. But we got one tomorrow against Milwaukee. We got to go in there and get it popping, man. It was doing a lot of good stuff last night, man. They just got to keep building, man. But I wanted that one last night, though. But I seen Kawhi don't get it going and suit the OG Anunoby, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable what Anunoby is doing out there, man. Him and Big Cat, them really getting it done. Like I said, the offense wasn't a problem to me last night. Our big three big three did what they had to do. I think Anunoby was doing the damn thing, so I wasn't even mad at last night for sure, man. About what the way our offense played in a sense. Because even if you would have hit 3 more free throws last night, you would have had 119. That's your average. So, but they still won 126. But like I said, 34 for him and 29. 20. Let me just go to Knicks anyway. But I'm looking 34 from Towns, shot power, 28 for Anunoby, 15 for McHale, and 17 for McHale, and 15 for Payne. After that, Payne,
big drop off, right?
Big drop off.
6 points, right?
Yeah, big drop off. So and like I say, Josh Hart, he didn't have a Josh Hart game, but he had 7, 5, and 6. You got to remember, Josh Hart averages what a season? 14? 14. So he was 7 points under his average, right? You lost what's my man in campaign? He was above his average, but you lost him in that second half. So I think we could have had a little bit more offense. The defense just couldn't hang in there, man. But it is what it is. Shop how we just got to be better on Friday against Milwaukee and try to get a win back. That's all.
Yeah, that's basically it, Divine. Don't cry over spilled milk. You know what I mean? Right. And let's keep it moving. You know what I mean? On to the next. Mm-hmm. And soon we'll get some some recovery. We get some people back and we'll get some things to come back to make the team a little better, because we got a tough little 10 games coming up, and hopefully about 4 or 5 more games we might see 3, 4 more games. Hopefully Deuce will be definitely back by then. Hopefully Payne will be back by then, and hopefully Brunson will be back by then as well. I mean, and then we'll just roll and see how we can finish off the season. Any win, any loss right now is crucial. But as long as we can go over this next 10 games, I want to say 8-2, but if we go 6-4, we'll be all right. I mean, I think 6-4. I think 6-4 keep us in the game.
Yeah. I think
that's 6-4 plus 3 plus the tie. That makes almost 9 games. I mean, that'd be almost impossible. I don't want to say impossible, but
Yeah, the NBA is hard, man. It's funny to me, even though we lost. After we lost our power, I'm checking that Indiana and Lakers score.
Fact.
And I was like, okay, they cats go down there, miss a shot. LeBron James tips it in, they win the game. It ain't easy to win in the NBA, man. It's just not easy to win in the NBA. Everybody talented. A lot of parity in the league now. I think this has been one of the years where I've seen the most parity in the NBA in a long time. Where you really got some top teams in there, and not everybody got 15 to 17 wins. You think about even down there at the lower echelon, Toronto and them cats, they still trying to fight to get in this joint. You know what I mean? I think they're gonna be out.
They still 20 something, high 20 something, low 30s and stuff like that. A lot of teams, you ain't seen no bottom teams like last year. Like Detroit was 15 and whatever, something like that. You don't see that much in either division, the West or the East. So that's good for the NBA. I mean, and I like that they put this play in the mix too, because it makes teams play harder. So you ain't worried about a team always wanting to tank. You know what I mean? You make every game for real. I mean, and teams will tank now a little bit more than they were early in the season trying to win. But overall, let's see what happens, man. Like I said, the New York Knicks are still in a good place. We still need some things to get back together. We still need to get our finisher back on the court, Captain Clutch, and get our ancillary pieces together. And if there is something at the end of the year, right before the playoffs start, if they want to make another little dipsy doodle and make a trade because they'll have the money for it by then let's make it happen. Bring one of the guys up from the G League and see what happens. 2-3 games in, they should be right around where they could spend the money to bring that player in for the duration of the season.
For me, I'm sorry, I got to bring Jay Chosen in. My bad. Pardon me, Jay, real quick. Salute, Jay. What's good, my man?
Salute.
Yeah.
Peace, Jay.
I'll let Jay get him in. Let me hit it. For me, top powers to me, the New York Knicks. How many games Jalen Brunson have missed now? 10, something like that.
Yeah.
And they record is
maybe not that much. I think maybe 8 or something like that. I think
4 and 4.
The Knicks
about 10.
Yeah, I think Jalen Brunson was out 2 games before he was out.
He went out the
That
Laker,
makes all these in the thing, but whatever it is.
yeah, he went out in the Laker game, and I think I said a couple of streams ago, we was 4-4 without him. Then we said we was 6-4. So we might be 5-5 without him now. But anyway, to miss him, and he's like anybody missing one of their top players. I don't care what team you are, you miss your top player, you're gonna struggle a little bit in certain times and in certain areas, especially when you're your captain, and he can get this thing under control. He could pull everybody in and say, okay, we need to get our mind right. But still, these cats is 45 wins, ladies and gentlemen. And I think if Jalen Brunson right now didn't get into, hypothetically, I think Knicks 7-3. You could even say 8-2. You could say 8-2 if he wouldn't have got injured. So this thing would be damn near probably close to 50 wins already if he didn't.
Yeah, we'd have been there.
Yeah, we would have been at 50 wins already if Jalen Brunson didn't go down. But you always got to remember how important that dude is to the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. He is a superstar on the ride, and he's our captain. He's all NBA. When you lose a player like that, your team is going to struggle a little bit. And they ain't going to be better than they were with him. Without him, if you think the Knicks is better than without Jalen Brunson, you're insane. So what's up, my man, Jay Choden? I say all that to say that nobody makes excuse for it, but listen, ladies and gentlemen, if Jason Tatum, anybody go down, or it don't matter who it is, one of your stars, you see what happened when Jimmy Butler left the Miami Heat, ladies and gentlemen. So it just goes to show you, when you got a guy you depend on, he's your top dog. Sometimes when you lose your top dog, it ain't easy. We got top dog, we got another top dog there, but can you imagine if both top dogs was here? I think this would be a different story. So I'm not mad, because the last night, that team we played last night, I think we still could have beat it. If it wasn't a back-to-back, we still could have lost the game, even if it wasn't a back-to-back. But I think if it wasn't a back-to-back, I think we had a better chance of winning because of the energy. And like I said, not that's what it is. But Jay Choden, what's up, my man? Appreciate the patience, man. What's good?
Chilling, man. I was waiting for this 60-degree day they lied about.
I got it down here for a little wind.
It was, I'm sure it was nicer down there, but I got breezy and cold again. Listen, there's a word that you used, and I'm gonna disagree. I think it is an excuse. We lost 27 points and 8 assists. It's not an excuse to lose. We lost 27 points and 8 assists.
Oh, yeah.
You use it as an excuse.
That's an excuse to have. This guy leads the team.
Yeah, that's an excuse to have. I hear you.
That's what I'm saying. Is it an excuse to lose to San Antonio? Or things like that. Shit happens. I mean, but I don't think we lose with him there. I don't think we lose those games. I don't think we lose some of them. Last night we're up 1 at half. The hockey assist, the stuff was happening, everything was popping. You have that guy. If you don't think he's as you said, superstar on the rise, I think that the way he embraced New York, how much points he gets, how he did in the playoffs, how he leads the squad. This guy's a superstar to me. He's in the top 5 of scoring. He changed the way he played his game and lifted his assists. It's an excuse. This guy's not here. And without him, Kolek, as much as we're all rooting for him, and, in the beginning of the year, I kept saying, come on, bring this guy up. This guy had 4 years of college, which was always, to me, is still a big deal. Once they started doing, there's a couple guys who could do it. The Garnetts, the Bryant's right out of high school. Then a couple guys come out of first round that, but they got more games you have under your belt, especially that Villanova team that was winning stuff, and they were clicking, and that learned a lot. I just got my mind switched from one thing to the other. Sorry. When you come onto a team that's already kind of clicked together, like these Villanova guys are, and Kolek got 4 years, but he's just playing now for the first time, right? So we can't expect him to go out there. He's not going to be Brunson. He could be a good passer. He could do some of that hockey stuff. He could do all that stuff. But it goes to show you, now we say, oh, well, great. He could have The coulda, woulda, shouldas never help. They never help.
Yeah,
They'll never help us. They're never good to talk about because the coulda, woulda, shouldas. We win that game last night in several different ways. We could have got a better bench. We could have moved the money. This is why, talking about what you said about the parity of the league, I enjoy it too. You watch the Portland team that was in the basement all year get healthy and look like, look like a playoff team, and they're hard to beat. Again, the 7 through 10 are going to be super exciting. The parity is different this year. And in any sport, you need help from another team. Always.
Any sport.
Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that. The Lakers winning last night for our team. It's always a big deal if you're not like that Bulls team or that Warriors team. If you're not up by 1,000, and then it's a give and take. You push and move. It's a grind, and you need all that. All this stuff has to go together. So, we expect Cat to lead team. Cat did his job. I think if it was right now on the All-Star selection, OG has a chance to go. The way he's playing, to me, he has a chance to be a reserve at least. He's a two-way player that does everything. I would like, of course, there are some things where you look at it, you're gonna be disappointed at the stuff. I'm pissed at every loss. I don't know about pissed. I'm disappointed at every loss.
Right.
I think what hurts the most is the fact that we was in this game and the team is tough that we were playing. So one of the excuses, Brunson's not there. The other excuse is that the paint situation. And then, the fact that the Clippers are good. So you got those three things. I just wanted to start off there and just say, yeah, man, listen, I think we're going to be playing the Bucks, and I think that's good for us. And we need to start. I also think, now Brunson's not here yet. These guys are going to learn each other even more because now it's a new team. Just like that first team had to learn each other, now these newer guys who haven't been playing are learning each other. You're going to have this type of stuff. It hurt me because we were up by 1. We could have had it. Not down by 5, up by 5. It was tough, but they have a good team, man. You know what? It's a grind.
Yep.
But not having Brunson is an excuse for a lot of things. Not everything, but a lot.
Right.
I hear you.
Brunson is he's a part of it, but excuse never. I disagree with you guys totally because finish my point. There is no excuse. You either do it or you. What I'm saying is, it's harder without Brunson. But Knicks
right.
Brunson,
right.
They won a lot of games without him. He just makes it easier for us to play the game. But the Knicks got a solid team. Cat Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, them dudes could beat anybody if they on their game. I think that's the reason why I think that we are contenders because this team is good without. Can you imagine with Brunson? But do I excuse that? Just for me, my option. Not saying you guys are wrong. Let me put that there. I believe that this here, the Knicks could have won that game without Brunson. They could have won the other game. They won the game the other night without Brunson. See, that's why I say there's no excuse because they won a game the other night without Brunson. They won 4 games without Brunson.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So if they, just like you won them games without Brunson, you go win another. I just think that, ladies and gentlemen, last night, let me reiterate, when we did with facts, 34 points in the second quarter, 40 points in the fourth quarter, and 32 in the fourth quarter. Ain't got to do no offense. I'm tired-legged to not play defense last night. Our defense gives up 112 points a game this season. They gave up 126. That ain't got nothing to do with no offense. They didn't play the defense they needed to play, and the legs were tired. Cat was letting the dudes coming in. Mitchell Robinson didn't have a good game, and I know we did the best he can. But when you lose campaign, Kyler Kolick is not a defender. Who else? And so we had guys who weren't defending because they were tired last night. Because we scored 113, and like Jay Chosen said, even we hit the six free throw that Jay Chosen was talking about, that gives us 119. That go our season average. But what happened? We gave up over our season average. We could have scored 120 last night, which we scored 117 a game this season. We only scored 4 points off our season average scoring the ball. But we gave up 14 points more than we given up on defense this year. That's the game right there. I think to me, the New York Knicks scored 29 in the fourth, 29 in the third, 33 in the first quarter. There wasn't no offense problems last night. It wasn't no offense problem last night. They couldn't stop them dudes. That's what happened. I mean, you couldn't stop James Harden. You couldn't stop Zubac. You couldn't stop Kawhi Leonard. You couldn't stop Jones coming off the bench. Our defense just couldn't stop nobody last night. I think that's all in a nutshell. I'm not saying nobody's wrong, but I do believe the reason why we lost last night, ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks defense coming off a back-to-back, they have no legs. Like I said, the same thing with Dallas Mavericks. We played Dallas Mavericks on a back-to-back the night before. They played the Nets. They came to New York off a back-to-back, and that second we was 68, something like that. In that second half, Knicks shut them boys down. Them legs was gone, and they gave up 128. Well, you know what's funny? Like I said earlier, we beat them 128 to 113. The Clippers beat us 126 to 113 coming off a back-to-back. Legs is tired. You can't run like that after playing 72 games in the season. To me, I don't think nobody's legs could hold up like that all year long. But I think they're human beings, and I think when you short-handed like the Knicks, like Shaw Powell said, it's a lot to do because we don't have no bench. We don't have no bench because we don't have a starter. The starter that you had in there, he's out, so that bench player comes to the like,
exactly.
Brunson, right. Brunson go,
and then he got hurt.
right. And then Brian, who was filling in for Brunson, now Cole Campaign filled in for him, but now he goes in. We lose Campaign, so you just don't have a bench. You use all your resources. And we had to use Wright last night. No fear, no knock on him because the dude ain't played on since he been here. But that's what happened. And he ain't got a rhythm. Kohler don't got no offense that night anyway, shooting wise. So I think along with, we could have won the game. We scored a little bit more, but I also think to me, Shaw Powell and Jay Choden, I just think it had a lot to do with our defense. We just didn't play our normal average 112 a season. And like I said, so it is what it is, man. I don't think that like us or the Knicks make excuses about anything. I just think they can go out there and say, listen, you know what?
Yeah, next man mentality for real.
Mm-hmm, yep. Because but you know what? It'll be all right tomorrow. We got to play Milwaukee tomorrow, man. So let's hope that we got a day of rest. Watch how this team play tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to show a prime example. Watch how the Knicks play tomorrow compared to last off of back-to-back. Watch the energy they have for 4 quarters as opposed to the energy they have for 1 or 2 or 3 quarters. You'll see how it is. That's just what's gonna happen. They got energy. They resting their leg right now, resting their legs, getting a massage, getting all that shit, but they couldn't do it the last couple of nights. That's all. I don't know. But anyway, man. Other than that, man, I don't have no problem with the way they lost last night. They lost to one of the better teams in the league. This team is going to be scaring people in the NBA pro season, man. These dudes got some defense, they got offense, and they got some Hall of Famers in there. It's going to be tough out. They're going to be a tough out, Shaw Powell. I think so.
Yeah, the way that we played them yesterday was great in the first quarter, and then we had to think the people go down, and the legs show the effects. Like Devon says, us scoring wasn't a problem. It was our defense. Giving up all those points, and to talk about the defense also is we didn't have enough points to put on the board with our bench. And that's what it all boils down to. Because if you pay, like Devon said, our starter is out. Now we got Deuce in there. He's out. Now Payne's in there. He's out.
Yeah, man. That's all it is, man.
You know what I mean? So, that's what it was. You know what I mean? So, and with especially with Payne, especially when he was playing yesterday, he was playing in the first half. He had 15 points. Special, he didn't come out. He didn't come out the second half. The first half he had 15 points. That's big for Cameron Payne. That's big for Jalen Brunson having a half of 15 points. So that's almost sure Jalen Brunson's going to get about 30, 35 points that night. He's going to score about 15 more points in the second half. So even if Payne would have scored 8, 9 more points, 10 more points, with him being on the court, would have made things different. But I digress.
And his defense, Shop Howard.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. No question. It would have changed the way the basketball played. You know what I mean? Without him not being on the court. Exactly.
Yeah, it's tough, man. I like I said, the back-to-backs is tough to me, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, like I said, early in the season, we wouldn't have made no excuse about that. It isn't even not an excuse. Early in the season, your legs is fresh. They fresh. You just got in the season. You haven't burnt your legs out all year. So you in December, January to January, you went on the back-to-back. I'm like, okay, you lost that. That ain't had nothing to do with that back-to-back. You haven't used your legs that much yet. But then when you get this far down, and you don't put all that wear and tear on your body, sometimes you on God. Listen, what happened the other night? Tyler Cole had a good game the other night, right, Shop Powers? You seen the way he was missing the shots? His legs was tired last night. That's why that shit was clinking. Bang!
Mm-hmm.
His legs. He don't play a lot. He don't even get to play a lot. So you can imagine how his legs like, damn, they not, what they say, muscle memory, Jay Chosen? Sometimes you develop muscle memory. I think his muscle memory just couldn't, you asking that dude to
he
do
ain't
something.
got no muscle memory.
Right.
He ain't playing.
Yeah,
Shit don't got no memory.
Tyler Cole, like, Dan, the first time you give me some backup minutes, you put me on a back-to-back.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Yeah, but it's all good, man. Listen, man. They can play better in any area. I think they can play better on any given night. But ladies and gentlemen, you're only good as the talent you got. Let's not make no mistake about that. You're only good as the talent you got. And when you're missing Jalen Brunson and Deuce McBride, you are literally missing what Deuce McBride averaged this year, like a 9, 11 points. So you talking about over 37 points, like 12 assists. It's hard to make that up, ladies and gentlemen. I don't care who you are. It's hard to make up 37 points.
That's a whole quarter. That's a great quarter.
Right.
Think about that of the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a high scoring quarter and a high scoring assist numbers. You ain't getting that much even that. So that's like 1.5 quarters. Like you got to look at that just from 2 guys.
When the guys replacing you, not when the guys that's replacing them numbers. Let's say if Campaign and Deuce McBride out, that means Campaign and Tyler Kolek giving you half of what Jalen Brunson and not even half. Because you think about it, like I said, 37 points. What Campaign average a year? Like 6 points. How many points Tyler Kolek averaged so year this year? So you missing 31. You missing 31 points. You getting assist numbers, but you missing you leaving 30-something points off the board. Other than Campaign having a game he had last night, you still leaving 30-something points off the board because Jalen Brunson 26 and Deuce McBride 9. That's 35 points. So if last night you take the 15 away from what Campaign gave you, that means you left 21 points on the board because no other point guard had anything last night. So that's why the reality is thinking of like you miss guys like this, man. But that's okay. They good. I mean, you can't win them all, man. I give them an effort even for trying to come back in that last quarter. They scored 32. We scored 29. We know our offense scored 29 in the third quarter. That fourth quarter, like damn, a couple of turnovers here and there. We would have put that shit under 10 with like 4 minutes left. But the legs caught to them and a couple of turnovers here and there, and them guys was hitting shots, man. They couldn't stop them. We couldn't go bucket for bucket with them last night. And I think that's what happened. We couldn't stop them, and our offense was going mano a mano. But we couldn't stop them. We needed stops. We didn't really need so much buckets. We needed stops last night. We lost by 13. So.
And there was a pivotal moment, like when Kolek gets to the line. He missed both free throws.
Both free throws. Tyler Kolek got more people.
Who? He's a shooter. So
right.
He should nail those. We're not talking about Mitch getting the line. We're talking about Kolek got to the line.
Mm-hmm. Legs.
And he missed. But to me, there was a play right before it. I think it was either a turnover or a missed bucket. Mm-hmm. Yep. And then there was a turnover. It was either one or the other. And then you get a chance right then and there. We were still, I think, 2 points in the game, something like that.
Yep.
And you hit those things, man. That's a clutch moment for you. I'm watching a team, and I always say this, and I say this all the time. 2 things could be right at the same time.
Absolutely.
just from different perspectives. So there's no excuses for certain things, but still not having your captain out there is an excuse to me. You have extra points right there in that game. You're lacking another person. Payne goes down, Kolic's inexperienced. So it's not an excuse maybe yesterday, let's say, but it is an excuse for some of those other things. So I'm not giving them an excuse. I'm not saying like, because one thing I teach my kids is you never make excuses, never play the victim, be yourself, rise to the occasion. They were tired. All these things are facts. They just play into each other. You know what I'm saying? And then let's go, to another thing is like when the Clippers right now, they are 6th in their conference. I'm 6. They're the 6th seed, right? So, if I'm not mistaken, I just want to double check and make sure. They're holding off the Warriors. They both 19 out. That's another thing. Do you understand where I'm going with this? So now they're playing with that.
They want to win.
Yeah, Shaw. Sorry, exactly. They thirsty. They starving. It's different at that moment. We've been 3rd place all effing year. 3rd seed all year. So, listen, I'm looking forward very much to this team getting healthy. Hats off to OG. Big time. I mean, this guy's a big time player. And, let's see let's see what happens. I don't know. What do they say about Payne? Is it just some regular?
I haven't heard nothing, so I can't even update you on that. But no matter what, next man up, ladies and gentlemen.
That's it.
Do what you got to do. Like I said, you win some, you lose some, but sometimes it don't go your way. And even last night, they still could have won the game. I don't care who on the court last night. They had a chance to win the game, regardless of who on the court last night. They still had a chance to win the game. You know what I mean? They just couldn't. Number one, you got them, dude. They was going up against the 2nd best defense in the NBA, ladies and gentlemen, and they still scored a 113 without Deuce Bride, Jalen Brunson, without Campaign happening. They still scored. They almost against one of the top defenses in the league. You know what I mean? So they did a good job last night. They just, like certain times, like you said, momentum swing. Not only Coley, we not picking on Coley. We just talking about at the time when it happened. We're not picking on him. When Jay said he missed them 2 free throws, if he hits them 2 free throws at that time, ladies and gentlemen, the game swings.
It's the momentum swinger.
Momentum swings. And the reason why that's important, because it would have been a tighter game. Only thing with last night, regardless, would have been a tighter game. But because of the way our defense was playing, I think it would have been different. But you know what? These guys play good. Towns play good, ladies and gentlemen. Anunoby playing phenomenal. Mikhail had 17 points and 9 assists. That's phenomenal. Not only he was getting his players, his teammates involved. When like I said, without Campaign, it was just hard to deal with because he lost defense. He lost point of attack. You know me, I'm always getting on Brunson about point of attack defense. Well, you know what? When you lost Campaign last night, the Knicks suffered point of attack because James Harden was eating them dudes up. You're not even in my league right now because he James Harden. That's what he was telling Tyler Kolick and Wright and all them dudes. You ain't in my league, dude. So because you can't stop me. You can't guard me. So and if that was Brunson, he probably tells Brunson, you can't guard me. But it was Campaign who was a better on-ball defender, and I think he would have made it harder than Tyler Kolick. No knock on Tyler Kolick. He going up against one of the best players at that position to ever do it.
Yeah, and Harden saying stuff like, "Yo, you live in my beard." You know what I'm saying? Like he talking trash. Like, bro, you grew up in this beard, bro. Stop playing with me. You know what I mean? Yep, listen. And sometimes, look, it's just what it is. Like you got to look at it. Like Mitch is just coming back. He had no points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. You can't win that way. You can't win with certain things like that. And it's a back-to-back game. Even though I know Mitch didn't play that back-to-back, it's still a year-long injury. It's a very deep injury. So he comes back, he only plays 12 minutes. We don't have a backup for that, right? That's another thing. We don't have a backup for that, right? So now Towns is playing out of his mind, 34, 14, 4, and 2. I mean, that's just banana chips to me, man. That's nuts. You know, but like everybody, like off the other bench, Kolik 7 assists, great, but no points. Shamet 6 points. Okay, like you said, Payne was doing his thing, bringing the pain. He could have ended up with 24, 26. Right. You don't know what he ends up with. Well, maybe he only gets 5 more points. He still gets 20 points. It's part of the game. It's big. There are other players. D. Jones did his thing, but there are other and Simmons had eight rebounds. But like Bogdanovich, great shooter, right? Great shooter. All the Bogdanoviches, down to their babies and their grandfathers and all them, they all could shoot, right? He got 4 points and 2 assists. So like, you know, on any and he played like almost 20 minutes. So like, you know, any given night, you don't know. This is certain people have certain things. James Harden, 29, 6-6. We know what Leonard is. And I said it last night. Zubac plays like he lives in the mountains and he wants to go bananas. Because he, at a point in time during the Clippers, there was like this. He killed it. There was a center, like, who's going to be the center at one point? And Zubac was like the backup, and he said, hell no. And he just started playing better and better. The guy is a quality center. He's a really quality center. Yep. So it's like you got to look at what happened with us. All these things go into it.
Yep.
People are injuring, domino effect starts happening.
Yep. Hey, hold up 1 minute, Dave. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Robert Woodward, Rob said calf strain with campaign. Calf strain. So he might be out.
A calf strain?
Yep. Hey, Rob, what's good? The rest of the chat, Prizzy, the boss, everybody, Rasu, Buzzer P, the AP, everybody. Salute to all you guys, man. We just cut it up, man. You know, but we deep in the thought in this game, man. Trying to, you know, put all the X and O's and the reasons and the unreasons and the do's and don'ts, the positive, negative, the pros and cons, all that. You know, but like I said, man, if we go out Friday tomorrow, right? If we smash the Milwaukee Bucks. That's why I said it ain't nothing. You go, you know, listen. We go out there on a day's rest. I guarantee you, guys, tomorrow you will see the Knicks score 120. I bet you the Knicks won't give up 126 tomorrow. And this is what I'm saying. Watch tomorrow with a day's rest. I bet you our defense don't give up 120 points tomorrow. I can guarantee you that. I'm willing to bet anything they don't give up 120, not off a day's rest. That's not going to happen because that's not their defense all year long. They only give up 112. Like I said, man, coming off is tough, man. Back to back, they really are. Them legs hurt. They hurt.
And this is the team with right now. It ends today. This is the team we play in the first round.
Yep. Yeah, I think so. It looks that way, man.
It is. They already switched. It's
Yeah, they switched already, but I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna stay there. I agree with you. I guess what I'm saying. Yeah. I don't think without Damian Lillard, I think they lose.
Right. That's the big miss right there. See, everybody that we gotta look at that. No Lillard, no Brunson. These things start happening to people.
And you expect
in the beginning of the year there was no Greek Freak and no Dame Lillard.
Right. That's what happened last year.
Right. And don't forget, we were chasing the Magic. They were in front of us. We were battling with us. And Boston. That was the three right there in the middle. We were 2 games apart. All of a sudden, what happened to the Magic? Their 3 best players. There's 2 best players, and the brother of the best player who gets down on the defensive end. Yep. All go down.
Yep.
Now they playing for the play-in. This happens. So right now, as we speak, right now, they are 18, and the Pistons are 17.5. Yeah, right now it would be Pacers at Detroit in Pacers and Bucks at us.
That you know, and we you know, because even though we handled them pretty well this year in the regular season, I think we handle well in the playoffs too. I think the matchups is a problem for them. I think our matchups is a problem for them.
Big time.
Because their point guard can't do shit with Jalen Brunson.
No.
Nothing. I think that's the edge. You got Giannis watches out Cat, even though Dame can do what Brunson can do, but I think Brunson, but let me put it like this here. I don't think Dame got a deeper bag than Brunson. Dame is Dame Lillard. I ain't taking away from that man, ladies and gentlemen. But I think because he can't guard Jalen Brunson, we watches that position. Like, he literally can't guard no Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson get Dame Lillard 34 in his sleep, probably. And I ain't no disrespect to Jalen Brunson. I mean, no disrespect to Dame Lillard, but so I think that's the reason why I think the Knicks could beat them a lot, because they can't stop Jalen Brunson. And like I said, Cat do what Giannis could do in a sense. You know, even more, got a bigger bag than Giannis. So if Anunoby's on Giannis, making it hard on Giannis, and Cat got that, him and Brook Lopez matchup, I think Cat eats him all day long.
I think he's going to frustrate the hell out of Brook Lopez.
Yeah, he eats him all day long.
I like that bag. Like a little bag, right? But I think OG's going to frustrate the hell out of them. Their team switched over the years. Remember, Portis is not there for that suspension.
Yeah, I think he's back. But yeah, you're right, though.
So he's not going to be around. He's not available for it because of it.
But isn't he back, though?
He had a 25-game suspension for substance something.
How long ago?
And I don't think he's back for that.
Okay.
For that, he's not back now. I'll tell you that.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I like that matchup against them. I really do. But here's the interesting for tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, I'm gonna tell you how I'm confident I'm about this team. The New York Knicks roll out Tyler Cole is starting tomorrow, and then you back them up with Dalen Wright. That's what you're supposed to do. Them your two guys right now. They ain't going to get nobody in the G League. They ain't going to. Tyler Cole is starting tomorrow.
That's
Tyler Cole will get his first start, and I like the way Dalen Wright played last night. And granted, he wasn't getting buckets, but I seen his energy and the way he moved and this and that. So you know what?
He was trying yesterday. You're right. His defense, he was trying to get there.
Yeah. So you know what? Now he might go out there and knock down a couple of buckets because he got some time. Next man up. That's just what it is. Listen, I think Knicks beat them tomorrow without them three dudes we missing. I still think Knicks beat them tomorrow. Because you know why? We still got it up top. We still got Cat, Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges. As long as we got them three, we always gonna be in the game. You know what I mean? Our defense is playing. Cat do what he do. Mikal, well, I love it because they've been doing it, Shop House. Actually, look at Anunoby's numbers. And I think you said it earlier and a couple of times. We just got to make up for them numbers. And I think they're making up for the numbers. We didn't lose the game last night in the offense to me. So I like our chances, man. I think Tyler Cole tomorrow. I want to see Tyler Cole tomorrow.
15 assists.
15 assists. There you go.
15 assists. Say it right there,
bro.
We locked in.
15 assists. Anunoby knocking them down hard. I mean, and then Wright coming in to play some defense and get Tyler Cole a break. Watch Tyler Cole tomorrow not off a back-to-back, ladies and gentlemen. I bet he won't clink them shots tomorrow.
I like that, Rasul. 10 and 15 assists. I could go for that with Cole.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, me too. I think Cole is
that's all I'm waiting to see him do. I'm waiting to see that do that before everybody gets back. I believe he can get it in him. And I mean, and you know, yesterday the game wasn't so fair for him. Not that it was a bad game shooting wise, it was, but and I mean, I think he'll get it together. And tomorrow he'll have to step up into big shoes. Are you really going to fill him? This is going to be a big test for him. So I think that's the way they roll out tomorrow too. Mm-hmm. It'll be Kolick and Wright.
Right. Yeah, that's all. Next man up. You know, that's why they still got him. Now, Wright got NBA experience. It ain't like he don't know how to play. Like, I mean, he survived the league for 14 years, 11 years, however long he been here. He survived it. So that means that, that means he know how to play the game. So just come in and play the game. He be good. He be all right. The fucking Dylan Wright mess around and shock all y'all. Give you campaign.
Tomorrow, 27 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Tom Thuder got to look down the bench like this now, like, dang. Yeah.
Hey, Dylan Wright is an NBA ball player, and he can lock down. Last year he had the second high percentage of locking down on defense last year in the NBA. Think about that. That's why he's still here, because he's a tip type of player. The cat was locking. He can lock jokers down, ladies and gentlemen. So he go in that second unit. Him and Shaman in that backcourt. tomorrow, I ain't got no problem with that because they both can lock motherfuckers down. They both can play defense. Let's get it. I like the Knicks tomorrow night. I really do, man. I think we got more. I think we got, even without Brunson for that night, I think we got more firepower than them. I still think that Anunoby, Cat, and Mikal is more deeper than 18 scoring wise. Anyway, in they starting lineup, let's say. Let's see now. We go out and get it tomorrow, man. We'll talk about it on the pregame, man, tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to the game, man. We said I go there and play. Let's go out there and play our game and do what we do. I believe in this team, man. I ain't worried about it. I don't care what go on this regular season. I still believe the New York Knicks. I'm going to have to say it over and over. If they got all they men, healthy or not, but if they all there, I still like our chances in the playoffs. I really do. I done seen enough to me. I don't care what happened in any game here and there. Did win or lose, I done seen enough. I seen when Brunson here. I seen what the Knicks could do. I seen how they could score the ball. Now I see how their defense is playing. And since Mitchell Robinson back, top 3 in the league, only give up 111 points a game. That's what I was saying. We only giving up 112 points a game. You know what I mean? Our defense been playing good. Last night, them legs just couldn't keep up with the motherfuckers. They gave up too many. But overall, we've been playing pretty good defense. So let's see how it goes, Shot Powell. I think we get it popping, though. It's going to be a good game tomorrow.
The game will be fine. I'm not worried about the team, and I'm glad that we came on because it's just to try to talk to the fans and let you know that the Knicks ain't out of it. The Knicks ain't about to bottom out. They're not dropping down. They ain't dropping down to 6 or nothing like that, or no crazy stuff like that. We still got a very good team that's going to contend when they get out there. Last night was a bad game, you know what I mean? But we have 27 of them. 27 of them this year. You know what I mean? We had 27 bad games because as a Knicks fan, I always want the Knicks to win. So they had 27 bad games this year. And I mean, a game that we could have had. It wasn't too many games out of those 27 games that you could be like, nah, we ain't really had. Maybe 5. And I'm being real slight by saying 5, but we haven't really got blown out 25, 30 points. We ain't really got, teeth kicked in and all that stuff. Not too many times this year. Maybe 10 games. Let's say 10 games. I mean, so we'll be all right. We're just going to fight for another day, you know what I mean? And we'll take all the smoke, man. And the New York Knicks will be just fine, man. They'll get out there tomorrow. Tyler Kohler could surprise somebody, like you said, the Dylan Wright to come out there and pull a Jeremy Lin out on us or something. Who knows? Yep.
Hey, Prizzy the boss. Hey, Prizzy, I was feeling the same way too. Don't get me wrong. I think I would start Dylan Wright too, to be honest with you. So if that was Tibbs, I agree with you on that one, Prizzy. That didn't Tibbs say he would start Wright if Deuce is not ready? And I don't have a problem with that because his defense is that good at the point of attack. He literally would shut down whoever backing up Damian Lillard tomorrow.
Right, I think the kid backing up Damian Lillard is
So I agree with you, Prizzy. I don't have a problem. I would love to see Tibbs start him tomorrow, and don't put the pressure on Kohler neither. You know what I mean?
In fact, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with that if Tibbs start right tomorrow. Just not to put the pressure on Kohler to go out there. But I know if Kohler did start, I think his assist numbers would be crazy because that starting lineup scores more than the bench do. So he got more bucket getters in that starting lineup. That's the only reason I like him also starting because Towns can knock her down. Compared to him throwing at the campaign, Deuce and Bride and Achua, he throwing that shit all every Towns, OG Anunoby. Hell, that mother might have 35 assists tomorrow.
Yeah, and he said that it's that it was an ankle sprain, not a strain.
Yep. Hey, I think the Bucks are already in the 6, ladies and gentlemen. The Bucks are literally right now.
They are in the 6.
They are in the 6th spot right now.
Yes, they are. So we're playing. It's like a dress rehearsal without the captain being there. That's it.
Yeah.
And absolutely. A couple of the guys. You know what I'm saying? So, and I think they're gonna stay there.
So where we at? We need to do what? We win our next game. And I think the Hawks need to lose. We win the game, it's a wrap. I think we in the playoffs because it'll be 9 games left, but we still got them by 10 games. So we win tomorrow. I think we automatically in there because between the 6th seed anyway. Because the Hawks got 37 losses and we got 37 losses, and there's 10 games left. So we win, even if the Hawks win, they couldn't catch us because we got them by 10 games, only 9 left. So we win tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We in the playoffs for all concerned, which I know we are anyway, but it'll be official. I think for us tomorrow, because we have only 27 losses, it's not official for the other 3 teams because the Bucks got them by 5. Excuse me, the Bucks got them by 5 wins, something like that, or whatever, and 5 losses. So it's gonna be interesting tomorrow. But let's go out there and get it tomorrow, man. I'm ready to get this thing popping, man. I just want to win that thing tomorrow. I can see that green label there, playoff clinch.
Word, man.
Man,
the heat ain't helping us.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm excited about this thing, man. Let's just get to 50 wins. Let's get to 50 wins and hope all our soldiers get back. Deuce will be back pretty soon. I'm quite sure he will. I don't know how severe how long he's gonna be out. But see, the good thing about it, you get Deuce back, and then now we just need Tyler Kohler to do what Campaign was doing for a minute. I think he'd do it. I think every game my man Tyler Kohler play, he's gonna get more comfortable. He's gonna get comfortable. He's gonna get in the rhythm. Right, he'll get comfortable getting the rhythm. He'll feel more relaxed. But ladies and gentlemen, because you can't expect Tyler Kohler to go up against the number 2 defense team in the league last night. You expect him to put up crazy numbers. That's a Norman Powell and them dudes can defend down there. Kawhi Leonard can defend. Jerry Jones can defend. Harder, he's not a one-on-one defender, but he know how to play the game. So, they number 2 in scoring last night for a reason. So I'd expect them guys to I ain't going front. I was really excited what Cat was doing, though, ladies and gentlemen. I really was. I was like, okay. This dude is starting to get in his bag for sure. Remember a couple of weeks ago, we were like, oh, he getting now the dude has been killing it.
I think he probably was a little sluggish, and then he caught that wind. He caught that second half wind, and that's what happens. You go through the long year again. It's a grind. Caught it. Now he's back. Look at the number he threw up yesterday. I will say this, man. I can't wait for our team to be strong because right now they playing Porter at the point guard and Trent at the shooting guard.
And you gotta be careful.
Trent's been shooting really well lately. And then they got some ancillary plays. Look who we playing tomorrow, by the way. Who's not playing? Sims. So and he's not playing, so he's out.
The Gary Trent
and the Greek Freak might be out. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, bounce back victory. I don't care who's on the court, who's in front of you. You play who's in front of you. That's it. And you play who you have. That's it. Mm-hmm. And we're gonna go out there. And I agree with Devon. I think we go out there. Porter doesn't score. Cat, but Cat's a starting all-star center who puts up the entire bag. Maybe not on the defense end, but we got the defenders for that. OG right now, again, I'll say it again. They did the all-star pick, and that man will be on the bench. He'll be in the reserves. There's no doubt in my mind about it. The way he's been playing, outstanding. So, I do think that Wright will be on one of those guys.
You got to put him on.
He's got to put it on Porter. Porter's I believe he's a bigger everybody seemed bigger than Kolek, but and I don't mean to look. I love Kolek, but Trent and Kolek, they about the same height to me. So
Trent can defend his ass though. That brother.
Yes, he can, and he can pop the 3.
That's why I never understood how Toronto didn't get too far because he had him and Anobi. Oh my God, they had some defenders on that Toronto team, man.
Right, and then all the big guys at the time.
Yeah, and you can't take them for granted tomorrow. Like I said, don't forget me now, ladies and gentlemen. They still got Giannis down. They still got Brook Lopez. They still got the main pieces other than Dame. But if you don't defend Porter Jr. and the Trent, they can run them up like Najee Marshall did the other night. You know what I mean? So you can't take none of them for granted. But I like to see the Knicks win this one just to the fact I think we got enough. I don't care who's not there tomorrow. I still think we got our top heavy in that starting lineup where we can go out there. If Tibbs got to play them up tomorrow 40 minutes, play them 40 minutes. I don't even care. Fuck it, you good. Just win the game. Do what you got to do to win the game. And the reason why Knicks are 48 because Tibbs said, I'm going to do what I got to do to win game. Because we wouldn't have played them dudes all the minutes. We would have been losing all these games because them other guys not ready. Y'all have been talking about running Tibbs out the building now.
Facts.
If the New York Knicks was in the play-in.
Oh, let's play all these rookies. Let's get them 7-8 minutes and put everybody. Oh yeah. I mean,
that's why they got to do what they do. But sometimes you got to play your best players to win game if you don't got the other stuff going. And like I said, I've been 30 of all year. So when they didn't have a good bench, Knicks had to play those dudes minutes to win games. It worked out well for him because he won 45 of them. So you know, I ain't mad at them. You know, listen, man. It's the NBA, man, but we good though. Like, I like where we at, man. 45-27. You know, we right there in the thick of things, man. It's gonna be tough. Hey, Nick Yak, 4 or 5 Pacers in Detroit who will be eliminated. He said 4 or 5 Pacers or Detroit. You know what? 4 Pacers. I think Pacers take them because of the home court. Though I don't like. I'm suspect about the Pacers defense. Nick Yak. Their defenses, and they good at home. They'll throw up 130 at home on you. They one of the high scoring teams in the league. Them, the Hawks and all them guys, their defense is suspect to me though. Don't get me wrong, they got a couple of guys who could defend like Nemhard and Aaron Naismith. And obviously my man could block shots. But I don't think they that stellar. But I think their offense is prolific though.
Could be a 7-gamer.
I think it'd be a 7-gamer. I think that's gonna be a love because they really got beef with each other with right now too. That's what's gonna be.
They sure do.
They got beef with each other right now, and
yes,
I mean
they do.
Fines in there for them. Coaches getting fined. This cat griping at this dude. And you know Isaiah Stewart. He always instigate. So that's gonna be a good one right there, man. That's gonna be
I think it's a toss up. If I had to say it, I would say 7-game toss up. It could go either way. Having that home advantage though, if it's a 7-game, is a big deal. I think. Yeah. You know, but
yeah. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked if the Pistons beat them, ladies and gentlemen. Not at all. I mean, that's the parity. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
141-32. One of them 41-32. One of them 42-30. It's they right there. It's not like the Pacers is better than them record wise, or they better than the Pacers. I think it all comes to the game executing. Do they got enough to hold Kay Cunningham? Do they got enough to hold Beasley? I mean, they got Tobias Harris and Tim Hardaway and all them. But on the other side, can they slow down the Indiana Pacers offense, especially
where they run? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, them motherfuckers can get it, ladies and gentlemen. They really can run the court, man. Well, so can Halliburton them put pressure on Cade Cunningham? Because you know that's not without Jade and Ivy. It's not like they're a sprinting team, ladies and gentlemen. It's not like they more like a half court to me. I think
right, they were with Ivy though. They were much more of a sprint team.
Right. So that's where you got to look at that. Being that they're a half court team, can they keep up with the Pacers? Halliburton them up on a fast break with Mather and all these guys. That's gonna be a good series though. That's gonna be a good series right there, man. For us and Bucks, if they healthy, I think Knicks beat them at 6. I think Knicks could beat the Bucks at 6.
Yeah, especially since they've been hurting. And you know what? Kuzma hasn't played at all after he went there. Not nearly the Kuzma from the past. Not even close.
Right.
But again, you know, some of the old school and some of the new schools punching in. You know, what's my man? Like Prince. Prince is playing pretty good. And you always got to look what Brook did yesterday. Joker threw up a huge triple-double, and Lopez still had 26, 7, and 3. You know, and he could shoot and stuff like that. Listen, it's not a team that we can sneeze at, that's for sure. But Kuzma is not playing. Last night he got 10, 7, and 4. Like, you know, look, man. You put Bridges on him. Shut him down nice and easy, or you know, whoever you put on. Because I think right now OG's got to be on their best scorer, and if that's it, and if the Greek Freak is out there, that's exactly who OG got to be on. But this is for tomorrow, ain't it? Like, yep. You know, so like,
hold on, like give them through good thoughts, my man.
Right. I'm just hyped already because it's the end of the year, you know. Like we've been like chit-chatting at this and stuff. Yeah, Deron, I mentioned that Portis was out for a while. He went out exactly on February. Well, the article's February 20th, 25 games. So I got to do the math and figure that out. But still, Brunson come back. They could bring in Portis back. They could bring Kareem Abdul-Jabbar back. They can bring whoever they back. I think we got them in. I like 6 games. 6 games sounds good.
Yeah, I think we get them in 6. I like what Butterbeater said. We will be anyone lower than the 3rd seed, but teams like Indiana, Detroit will make our victory difficult. Facts. I think they're gonna come to play, and we owe Indiana one. I'm gonna tell you something though, buzzer beater. If we play Indiana in the first round, I think the Knicks will sweep them. I'm dead serious. I think Knicks know they owe them motherfucker. They know last year if Randall, Anunoby, Mitchell Robinson, and Bogdanovich when they went down, we were 7 with them. I think the Knicks want them dudes like, listen, we beat them pretty good this year too, and they beat us once. I think the Knicks will give it to them dudes, man. I swear.
We went 7 games with a starting 5 and a backup. That's what we did, and we went 7 games, starting 5 and the water boy. And we win 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
And we do.
It's gonna be a fun playoff, man. I know it's gonna be fun here. I know I'm gonna be amped up. I got the Knicks definitely in the second round, ladies and gentlemen. I'm with Buzzer Beater.
100%, man. And last thing, that 7 through 10, man. I think one of those guys could take out Boston or Cleveland.
I ain't even gonna say it out loud.
You think so?
The way the Bulls are playing.
I've been harping on that though. So I've been harping on
Orlando playing.
I would love to see Orlando go against Cleveland or Boston. Either one.
Absolutely, make it a hard series.
Me too. That's the team.
Even if they don't win, take them to 7. Make it hard for them.
Make them tired. Make them tired.
I'm with that.
Yeah.
You look better. You feeling better?
Yes. Yeah. I got good news today. I know what it is now. I just gotta be careful.
All right. I'll hit you up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We can get out a few minutes though, man, and everything like that. But I'm excited. I love to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen. We not harped on the game and everything like that. I love the playoff talk and everything like that because we know that our guy got to be better tomorrow. I think Knicks respond tomorrow. Like I said, a day's rest to me means a lot when you're tired, man. You know what I mean? So having a day's rest, you're tired. You know what I mean? Now they got a day. I know when I come in for a long day, like I said, I need to take a day off sometime. I'm like, shit.
Exactly. Look at the day's rest in the shot.
Right. Exactly. That's a fact. I'm hoping tomorrow. Yeah, that's facts though, Jay Chosen.
Yeah, man, it's true.
Make a difference in your life, man. You can't go hard all the damn time. Not every day.
A month ago when I was sick, the reason why I couldn't shake it was because I couldn't stop my life. There was nothing to take my spot at the things I was doing. It wasn't until I laid my ass down I was able to actually get better. So yes, a day's rest does a lot in a lot of ways. That's why I think tomorrow, when we talk about it, we'll have a lot of positive things to say about it because a day's rest does a lot for everything.
Hey, real talk. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny real quick. Not funny, I'm gonna say, excuse me, but take this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. See how Knicks happened with a back-to-back? Watch the Pacers in the Wizards game tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Lakers took them boy to the end of the thing last night. Now they got to fly to Washington from Indiana tonight and play the Washington Wizards. Fuck around and Jordan Poole and run amok on them tonight. Watch what I'm telling you. Watch that Pacers game tonight against the Wizards. And the Pacers just played LeBron them last night. Watch this back-to-back game, ladies and gentlemen. They can lose this game at Washington tonight.
I'm just hoping also that Miami starts pulling up on – because I think Miami is –
they played the Hawks.
Well, the Hawks came out to a crazy start, and they were up like 12-2 when I first looked. But
they played already. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, they're playing right now. But what I was going to say to you is that, if I'm not mistaken, hold on 1 second.
Oh no!
So right, you can skip that Pacers.
Yeah,
you can skip that Pacers Washington thing.
So far.
Right. Damn. But you never know what happens. But Miami did creep up. So right now, I think it's all about what you were saying. Keep your eye. Most important for me right now is keep my eye on that Miami Atlanta game, and then let's see what happens, man. That's it.
If the Heat win tonight, it's a wrap. Knicks clinch. Yeah,
if they win, right?
Right, they win because the Knicks will have a 10.5 game lead with them and only 10 games left. They couldn't catch the Knicks. Don't give the Knicks lost every game they had. They in the playoffs. So I think I hope the Heat win that thing tonight. Get back. It's only early in the first quarter, about 130-20. Hawks got a good team, but I do think they can lose that game against the Heat. If the Heat get it going with their defense, that's gonna be interesting, man. It really is, man. Cavaliers up by 6 against the Spurs. But like I said, Wizards, they went from 20 down, they down 22. This is only the second half. You know, they messed around the pace. I mean, the Wizards come back out, and Brian Keefe had them do that against us. They came out in that second half against the Knicks. The Wizards play hard the other night, and that last time we played them. So if Brian Keefe can get the Wizards to play a little harder, you never know how that second half might go. But right now, it don't look too damn good. They down 22.
Coach got to tell him like the Karate Kid, take out the leg. Yo, but you know what? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. Rasul, I was watching, but when the Johnnies went down, man, my heart was broken. So you know. I'm also a Wolverine fan, big time, because I grew up during that Fab Five era. But just another key point on that thing is that right now that Miami is 10th.
Mm-hmm.
So Miami is 10th, and it doesn't look like it because the Raptors are 30. They're about 5 games behind them.
That's a wrap.
But on another note, they are fighting, I believe, to get the ninth spot. Exactly. That's exactly what they're doing. They're 1 game behind Chicago. So the way I feel about Miami, I love Miami, the town. I love South Beach. I can't stand the team. Anything about that damn team, man.
Right.
Used to love Pat Riley till he went to that damn team. I used to love Tim Hardaway till he went to that team, man. Yo, it was unbelievable, man.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing some scoreboard watch tonight. But like I said, if Atlanta lose, it's a wrap. Even though I know Knicks in the playoffs anyway, but I'm saying it's gonna be feel good to know that they clinched the playoff spot. And I think to be able to clinch the playoff spot and just hang on there, ladies and gentlemen, that 3rd seed until Brunson get back. Then let's get it ready, get it popping.
We need to hold that,
man. I think Duke's coming back, Shot Powers.
He'll probably come back maybe tomorrow or maybe the game. I think we have a game on Tuesday. I think we have another game off. We off this weekend, right? What's Friday? We don't play Sunday. I think we play Monday or Tuesday, right?
Yep, I'll get it for you right now.
We play tomorrow with the Bucks. Then we play Sunday versus the Blazers.
Sunday. All right, Sunday. I forgot about the Blazers. Sheesh.
Sheesh. And then Tuesday versus the Sixers.
Tuesday. I knew we had a Tuesday game.
Back to back
because the Wednesday versus Cleveland.
Back to back 4 times this year.
Right. But, you know, that Cleveland game might be kind of like Cleveland might be watered down a little bit by then. You know, like kind of just, you know, putting out their benches.
They ain't watered down. The Knicks coming to town, baby.
Yes, that you know what, you 100% that, man. Then after that, we have like 4 days of rest, which I think we need bad. 1, 2.
Let me ask you.
We have 2 days of rest. Then we go to the Hawks.
And do y'all think Jalen? But wouldn't it be funny if Jalen Brunson came back against Cleveland?
April 1st. Right. I think he's coming back.
April 1st, they come back. And then we have another back-to-back, 5th and 6th.
Yep. Against them again. Suns. Against them again. Oh, yeah. Not only that, we got Boston.
Yep, Boston right after that.
Hawks and Suns on the back-to-back April 6th. And then we got a back-to-back at the end of the season. And guess who we play? Detroit on the 10th and Cleveland on the 11th. Every game we played Cleveland this year been on the back-to-back. Every time we played this year, been on a back-to-back.
That's true.
Yep, at all times. And like I said, by then, I'm hoping that we can solidify our spot. Like I said, we really need. I would love to get the Bucks and the Blazers win, and obviously, I think we should be able to get the Sixers win. So I would love to see the Knicks run off a 3-game winning streak. That'd be nice. I think by then, I think we had that 3rd seed. I might have the 3rd seed pretty much in a wrap if we can.
I think if we lock it in tonight and we take those 3 games, I think that would give us, depending on what Indiana do. Look what Indiana's doing right now, but I still think we stand on our 10 toes down and we do what we're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll take that right after that 3 games. That might be when we have that 3rd seed locked down.
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy though. In our last 10 games, 7-3, 7 of the teams are playoff teams. The only ones not playoff teams is Blazers, Sixers, and the Nets. Bucks are the playoff team. Cleveland is the playoff team. Hawks are the playoff team or play in, but I mean they'll be there. The Suns is a playoff team. Celtics is a playoff team. Detroit is a playoff team. Cavaliers is a playoff team, and the Brooklyn Nets are not. So 3 of them teams is not. So we got a tough schedule. We had the toughest schedule all pretty much the whole year, damn near, in the NBA. And on top of that, we got 3 back-to-backs, 2 back-to-backs. Cleveland twice. No, 3. Cleveland.
3 of them.
3 back-to-backs in the last 10 games. That's been the Knicks. The NBA really gave the Knicks. David Stearns, I'm going to pay you back, James Dolan, for trying to say that I'm messing up your money.
Yeah, I told you, it's all about James Dolan. When we weren't getting the refs calls, it was James Dolan. All that was James Dolan's fault, man.
Yo, Elvis Silver said, you think the revenue share ain't what you think it need to be? We need to be more transparent. I'm going to show you transparent, motherfucker.
Word.
It's the hardest schedule in the damn league this year, damn near. That is funny, man. For real. But listen, we just gotta do what we gotta do, man. We need try to go, like you said, man. It's 10 games left after tonight. Tomorrow. Let me see. I think 1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
4, 5. I think Knicks can go 6-4.
6-4, baby. 6-4.
6-4. It might could be more than that, depending on what Cleveland do and what Boston do. And
as far as the end of the season.
And wrestling players and shit like that.
Yep.
Rasul said 5-5. Yeah. Like I said, it really depends on who comes back for us. Obviously, it would depend on our health. It depends on our health. Is Deuce McBride back with Kane Payne going to be at? With Brunson going to be at by that time these 10 games start rolling through. Like I said, I would love to see Jalen Brunson come back on against Cleveland or anybody just to get some rhythm. And
a couple of games, just a handful of games.
Yeah.
And I see that like this. I know if anybody's working hard to get back at this moment, yesterday, it's Jalen Brunson. Like he wanted to be back yesterday. So I'm sure he's going to try to, get back so that he could get in rhythm and work with, who's playing now, who's in that circle now, and do his thing just so he can do his thing too.
Yeah.
Especially if we need to lock something down, I can see him coming back too. So there is a lot of that.
He definitely needs some rhythm though. You don't want to go in the playoff, not because that means you're going to take you a couple of games to get in the rhythm, and that might not. You fuck around and you mess around and find out. So
that's a fact, man. That's true.
I think he'll come back and get some rhythm, a couple of games under his belt, like you said, to get himself ready to go, man. So other than that, man, it's all good. Knicks is good, ladies and gentlemen. Tough loss last night, but we good though. Like I said, it's all about the marathon, not the sprint. Marathon though. We in the marathon now, but I do think that these guys are going to be okay. I really do. So let's hope that we come out there and show. Look at the Heat down only 6 now, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm watching it. I'm looking at it. Yep.
It's early. So but they down 6. So Heat get a good thing.
Next couple of days, the Pacers play the Thunder. They played a couple of people. It's gonna be it's quite a fun. This is like a good ending to a great movie. You know what I'm saying? Like it's crazy. So it's
check it out tomorrow. The Pistons got the Cavaliers in Detroit.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Yep.
We got the Bucks. That's relevant anyway. And then on Saturday, the Pistons got the Thunder. And even with them resting their players, they still beat the Pistons
in Oklahoma. Yep.
In Oklahoma City. That's right.
Yep.
That's gonna be a big time game right there. And then, like I said, we got the Trailblazers.
Chicago played the Mavericks, but the Heat played the Sixers. Mm-hmm. So this is what I mean by that. Who's gonna get in 9-10 thing? Everybody's playing hard for something right now. That's trying to be involved. So.
Yeah, wow, this is crazy. It's going to be interesting, man.
Orlando at Sacramento. There's a lot of, it's Sacramento trying to stay. It's all crazy. It's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean, not stay live, but like they're moving and grooving to the spots. I do agree with you. I think this year alone, for instance, Wemby doesn't go down. San Antonio's, we talking about them in some sort of way.
Exactly. That's exactly
So
right.
this year, in general, all across the board, there's probably maybe 3 teams that you know, I wouldn't say that they chucked it. They just couldn't hang, you know what I mean, or whatever it is. But what was the word you used? Parity. More
Yeah.
parity in the league for sure this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man.
You
Listen.
know?
You see that right along with just Detroit by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. Didn't they win like 2 games last year?
Yeah, right. Right.
They won like 2.5 games, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the way the Blazers are playing right now, Mavericks are tied with the Suns, but they're out of it right now. You know, that's that. To be honest, I think Mavericks, if they get healthy, I think they're gonna go into it, and they're gonna talk a lot about Durant if that happens. And then the Pelicans are one of the teams that are 20-53. Pelicans had a great team that if wasn't hurt, we'd be talking about them playing hard.
Yeah.
So
man.
it is a good parody, a lot of good parody. And then you know that your man Ainge got something for Utah waiting, man. He's gay, so.
I'm gonna tell you how much parity. Real quick, we're gonna get out of here in a few minutes, but I'm gonna tell you what's crazy about the parity in this league. This league is so parity that the Phoenix Suns is 35-38 and got the tie for the Dallas Mavericks for that last playing spot. That's how deep this damn league. And the Suns, but anything after the 9th spot, everybody in the West from the 8th up is over 500. Everybody from the 8th up. In the East, we only have, excuse me, lady, I apologize for that, 6 teams that's over 500. So they got 8
top 6. Yep.
Top 6, and they top 8 is over 500. And you know, and the guys like the Hawks, they only 3 games under 500, 3 games under 500 for the Magic. And then after that, the Bulls dropped down to 8. So it's been, and you can only imagine the Magic if they would have got injured this year. You know, they could have been a different story for them too. They could have been up there where the Pistons is at. Like Shao Powell said, that's a dangerous team. I'm gonna enjoy that play-in though.
Me too, big time. The whole playoffs. I can't wait to see the entire playoffs. That play-in. I think each round, right? What I'm looking at right now with the Golden State versus the Timberwolves, Sacramento versus maybe the Mavericks or the Suns, and just for fun, I just want to throw this out there. Just for fun, the Mavericks and Suns, like I said before, they're tied. They're going back and forth. So right now the Suns, like you said, they're 10th. Mavericks are 11th. But right under them, just 3 games with about 10, 12 to go. Who knows what they got to go?
You know what?
The Portland Trail Blazers, 3 games behind both those teams. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If somehow one of those teams lose, and Phoenix has not been playing good at like all, that coach deserves a lot of freaking credit because that team had so many injuries and so many different things happened to them and was in the basement. They were a lottery all year.
They dangerous.
I've been pulling for them. I can't lie to you. I've been pulling for them. I like that team for some reason, man. Portland is just exciting, man.
I tell you what, I think real quick, I think Julius Randle and Anthony Edwards and them can knock off the Warriors. I believe that they can knock them dudes off. Number one, they defense, and number one, they don't got nobody fucking Rudy Gobert down there. You see how
that's the thing. They ain't got not a soul. Looney, nobody could stand next to him.
I think the Wolves with Anthony Edwards and Julius Randle can knock off Jimmy Butler.
McDaniels.
Yep, I think they can knock them dudes off. I really do. That Clippers series with the Grizzlies gonna be dope. It's gonna be crazy, man.
It's gonna be really amazing. It's fun, man.
It's gonna be one time where I watch a lot. I don't watch a lot of games. I watch a lot of big games. But I think I'm gonna be locked into this playoff because this is gonna be a pretty fun one right here. I think the NBA waiting for this playoff thing, man.
It's funny you say that. I don't either. I'm a Knicks guy and like a handful of players I like. That's the thing about basketball over different sports. Yep. Basketball is the one sport to me where I know like football maybe, but like basketball where you like, I like this guy, like that guy, so I'm gonna watch this because of that guy. This year, the teams in the parity, I'm gonna watch some of this stuff. There's no doubt about it. More than I've done in the past. Yeah,
well, we're gonna get out of here, man. We go around and one thing I think the Knicks will be in the playoffs tonight. I think the Miami Heat is only down 3. I think Miami Heat gonna beat the Hawks. I think the Knicks locks the playoffs off tonight, even without us playing tonight.
Dude, words to God's ears. Knicks being the playoffs tonight. Come on.
Yep, I think the Heat beat them. They only down 3. It was 7 minutes to go in a 7 minutes in the second quarter. It's gonna be. I think they got enough down there with that defense, that front line with Bam Adebayo and them. I think they can fuck with the Hawks in this game, and they in Miami too. So I say all that to say I think that might be a wrap. By end of the night, let's hope so. I'll be scoreboard watching tonight on my phone while I'm chilling. But yeah, Jay, to give me last word, I give it to Shop House, man. And I know me and you been running my Shop House. I wish I'd never have to get the hell out.
Yeah. I was like 22 minutes ago.
In order for me to do stats, I got to put my glasses on to look on my phone. I didn't want to look like, because I do the stat check. I had to go, but I didn't want to put my glasses on. That's all.
Well,
I got them right here, though.
I wear them too, my brother. So,
and by the way, so do I. I just so keeping it.
That's why they call the OG, bro. OG.
Right. And that's why I got the phone like this. So, and I got another phone here, and I got the stats on the computer. So, listen. Last words. This has been a great chat. Listen, it's Grimes. I'm proud of how the bench, who like people like Kolek and people who haven't played, are throwing their hat in the in the ring, so that for their name to be tossed in. You gotta go out there and play. We remember that people in the past didn't do that all the time. To watch some of these, I'm excited to see some of this. Right now, to be honest, I'm excited to see Wright. I'm excited to see Kolek, and then you listen. Just stay healthy. Stay what we're on course with what we're doing. Pull for Miami tonight, and tomorrow our very first thing could be celebrate good times. Come on, before we could even talk about what the game is, because we'll be in rightly deserved. We'll be in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. It's been a great. I was just reading that. Sorry. Yeah. It's possible. Anyway, it's been a great chat. I'll let you read your chat. It's been a great chat. I know when it's up, when I look up and we're all getting a little, it's time for the go. So it's time to go. Real talk.
Yeah, hey Parrish, wouldn't it be crazy if Cooper Flag went to San Antonio? They find a way to look up San Antonio when they're taken. I mean, not taken, but what's San Antonio at right quick, man? Then we get out of here.
They 3 games behind too.
Oh yeah, listen, they 13th though. They in the lottery though. Wouldn't it be some shit if the San Antonio Spurs fuck around and get Cooper Flag because they fell that low without Wembanyama? Ain't that some shit right there? That'd be crazy, bro. We appreciate the super chat, Parrish. You never know, man. Like I said, you never know how this thing may go. But if Dallas gets Cooper Flag,
who knows, man?
I do think Dallas gonna be with Kyrie Irving and that team and Anthony Davis if they can stay healthy next year with Klay Thompson, Kyrie Irving, and with the rest of that supporting cat. They're gonna be a dangerous team next year, man.
Anthony Davis,
they're gonna be dangerous.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, appreciate that. But Shop House, go ahead, my brother. My bad. Thanks, Parrish. Appreciate you, man. OG, appreciate you, brother.
Always. Thank you, Parrish. Salute Jay. Salute Divine. Salute to the family in the chat. Knicks Real Talk will be on tomorrow with the pregame. Let's get it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Know what, ladies and gentlemen, we lost one last night, man. Like I said, for back-to-back, it's tough. You don't want to lose, but you lose. You got to move on to the next game and get yourself prepared. I think Knicks will be prepared tomorrow. I think that day ref will help them out. We're hoping to see Wright and Kolek coming in and filling admirably for them guys who was not going to be there. We'll talk about all that tomorrow on the pregame show, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you know what time the game is, if I can let you know what time we getting down. Because you know how we get down. Knicks tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, it's 8 o'clock game. We see y'all at 7 o'clock tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be in at 7. We get ahead, cut it up, man. That's going to be a good game. Even though they don't got Dame Lillard, still got the other guy, though, Porter and all these guys. So can't take it for granted. We definitely get it tomorrow. But Jay Children, appreciate you, my man. Shop out, my brother.
Always.
Glad you're feeling better.
Alrighty.
Real talk.
Me too.
Also, to everybody in the chat, thank y'all for the super chat. Parrot, Doug, and Brian, and Costa, as always. Salute to everybody, man. Y'all have a good night. And as y'all say, on to the next room. But yeah, man, y'all be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves, man. And we'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Divine, Shot Powers, the chat, Knicks Real Talk. Overhead, my man, my salute to you, my brother Rasul, brother Beta on Diaz. Let me get the chat in here. Can't leave without my family. Giving love to them. Paradise said, thank you for the super chat. APAP on Diaz, brother Rasul, Knicks World. Let's get it, man. Salute to all you guys, man. Darren, salute to you. Like I said, overhead. Prizzy, my man, salute to you as well. Fabian, everybody in the building, man. Thank y'all for coming in. The Divine, Jay Chosen, the chat, Knicks Real Talk, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.
We about to hit you with the recap like Aaron Judge with a bat because we touching on facts. And plus we up in these hats. It's Knicks Real Talk and we cut from a different cloth. We cook a Nick broth with a different sauce. We bubble like a hot pot in the kitchen. We dripping on the surface, spitting verses with these bars and b-ball. Cause no matter how far in the stars we see all like a telescope. You can tell it's dope by the way we unveil these news and notes. Check the box score, a top score, knocking down shots. Plus we got a lock for 48 minutes, putting on the clinic. The cat lieutenant, they entered the winner. The game is over. We trooping in our temples like soldiers and trains and planes and Range Rover. I'm getting up and over the list. We on the BQE and we maneuvering swift. This ain't Tokyo, but you know we can drift. Cause the pokey be on the low, so you know our flow had to shift. We about to be out in a few. No doubt next time we see you to be on a game preview. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride. It's Knicks Real Talk and we a vibe. We get it poppin' every day and every night. We on that Knicks shit and you know we about to vibe. So let's ride. So let's ride.